Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to my friend's Ruth's Kitchen. So I'm in Wellington in New Zealand, and I mentioned in a recent post that I hadn't been feeling very well. So I got food poisoning on New Year's Day, and I think that mixed with the adrenaline of the skydive and just travelling in general, I think it's just all got a bit on top of me, and so I've been very well. I just feel like I've got no energy, and I felt like this in Sydney as well. And I went to the hospital and they said everything was fine and the tests were all good, and of course, you know, if you've been ill, your mind turns to cancer, and yeah, you start to worry. So back home I was so healthy, and I always had juices and smoothies, and I ate really well. And when you're travelling, it's really hard because you're either buying cheaply or you're eating out, and of course that's just packed with sugar and salt, or you're eating food that other people cook you. Fortunately, Ruth is really healthy, so it's wonderful. But yeah, so anyway, Ruth has a juicer, which is just brilliant, because at home I always have my juices, and juices are fantastic. So I was just going to do this little video just to tell you about juices, because I was making one anyway, and I thought, well, why don't I just tell you, just in case you don't know about juicing and you haven't really jumped on board yet, because it's a wonderful way of getting all your fruit and vegetables. So in the UK, they say that we need up to 5 different fruit and vegetables each day. And in reality, we actually need about 8. And, you know, 5 I think was just a reasonable number that the government came up with and said, yeah, 5, that'll be great, people can do that. But yeah, we need up to 8, and, you know, we need that to keep our bodies healthy. So, you know, cancer's going through the roof, and, you know, we're all really concerned with, you know, still getting new treatments, and you know, our philosophy is to cut it out and give you toxic chemicals. And it's those toxic chemicals and therapy and radiotherapy and things like that have caused me to get ill again in the future. And a lot of childhood cancers, I think, you know, result in different types of you know, secondary illnesses in the future. So we don't really talk about prevention and fruit and vegetables and things that are good and healthy for us, because there's a good reason that cancer's on the increase, and it's because we're eating rubbish and we're not drinking the right things, we're living a stressful lifestyle. You know, we're not really meant to be sat behind a desk on a computer eating a burger that's been processed and drinking and eating all these horrible things that aren't really natural. So juices are a great way. So I thought I'd just do a little video of my juice. So this is what I've got here: spinach, carrot, and beetroot here. Now, you've probably heard brightly coloured vegetables are the best. Leafy green vegetables, you know, brightly coloured carrots here, and beets here, like beetroot is just amazing. And I drink a lot of beetroot at home. Now, beetroot's great for, it can lower blood pressure, it's good for supplying oxygen to the blood cells, and lots of anti-cancerous nutrients in there as well, inflammatory nutrients, and also apparently it's been linked with you know, relieving or, you know, hindering the causes of dementia, because it's helping get oxygen to your brain through the blood cells. So it's got loads of great things. Carrot's good for your eyesight, but packed with lots of nutrients as well, and lots of cancer-fighting antioxidants, just like beetroot. And spinach, you know, if Popeye eats it, then it's a wonderful thing, and it's packed with iron, again, leafy green, packed with chlorophyll, which is just wonderful for everything. So it's really good, and the reason you juice things is because you can eat all this and it'll be great, because you need, you know, a lot of fibre to actually go through your stomach and get rid of all the waste. However, when you juice things, you get all the goodness straight out of it. So when you go to the toilet, for example, you can waste a lot of those nutrients. But when you juice things, it goes straight into your bloodstream. So it's absolutely fantastic for getting that quick intake. And it's also good, you know, you can make a juice, and I've got 3 types of vegetables in here already. Now this is quite a lot for one drink, so what I'm going to do is make some and have some for tomorrow as well, to seal it in an airtight jar. So this is quite a lot, so I would advise maybe a smaller beetroot. If you're having one juice, smaller beetroot, maybe a couple of carrots, and then, yeah, with spinach you can just go crazy. Also, you should have an apple in there just to make it a bit sweeter and taste a bit better, but I haven't got that. So I'm going to cut to the bit where I'm actually juicing, because I need to cut this up rather than bore you. Or I'll just keep talking actually, and then you can hopefully just turn off if you're bored. You've probably got the good stuff already. But it's also really therapeutic, and just being, being with, dealing with vegetables and fresh fruit and things. I'm sure you'll always agree that you always feel better after having like a healthy salad or healthy food. So I've been eating a lot of rubbish on my trip, and I feel really bad about that. Especially this Christmas, I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I don't really eat, I went through a phase of just not eating anything like that for a whole year. I gave up coffee, I gave up chocolate, any sweet things, lots of sugar in. Of course, we all know that that sugar is, is a big killer. Cancer feeds off it. It causes your blood sugar levels to go crazy, releasing lots of insulin. And what you need to do is really kind of keep your blood sugar levels level. Because when they go up and when they spike, that's when it's bad. And you'll feel it in your general health as well. So you might have a coffee, and I love coffee, and I still drink coffee. I have 1 cup a day. But when you have a coffee, you'll have that instant high, and then you'll gradually go down. It's the same when you eat a chocolate bar or something, and that's your blood sugar levels spiking, and then they fall quite drastically, making you feel quite weary. But if you keep your blood sugars level, not only will you have more energy, but you'll feel a lot better as well, and you'll have lots of energy. So I always find juices just make me feel better as well. So I'm eating lots of fruit and veg at the moment, with a little bit of protein in. It's all about mixing stuff as well. So this has still got a lot of sugar in. So what I would advise is maybe adding some flaxseed or having some nuts afterwards, because that protein balances out the sugar levels, the high sugar levels that you've put in. So for example, what I have in the mornings, I have porridge with 3 different types of fruit, and then I put some natural Greek yogurt on top of that. And that protein from the yogurt helps balance out everything, so my blood sugar level's like that, so I'll have more energy. And this is my best way to feeling better, and obviously resting as well. So there's a couch over there, which I've just been sitting on, and just relaxing, going for a little walk every now and again. Right, so this is a juicer. This is Ruth's juicer, which is enormous. I've never seen one this big before. And yes, so it's really easy. So you can put them in just like this. And the great thing about these is it's a masticating juicer. So it means it kind of shreds the actual food itself, so you get every bit of juice out of it. And nothing goes to waste, so it's absolutely brilliant. Let's just make sure. This took me ages to assemble, by the way. I first used it a couple of days ago, and it took me forever to do. Right, so you just have to put it in here. Okay, voila! And right, here we go. Nice bit of juice. Now, what I do, and I don't know if this is right, but I don't fill a glass up. I'll fill it with that much natural juice, and then just fill the rest up with water. Because there's still, as I said, a lot of sugar in here. So it's quite good to dilute it, just so it's not, you're not getting that massive spike straight away. And with the rest, you can just keep it. You don't need anything fancy, just get an old jar. And yeah, you can keep that for tomorrow. Just make sure you seal it straight away, get it in the fridge, and then that'll keep the goodness in for a good day, a couple of days. So yes, so there's the juice. This is what's going to make me feel better, and I'll be back on the road again soon. But yeah, don't substitute juices for your natural veg, because you do need to flush it out. But yeah, beetroot juice, wonderful as well for people who've had bowel cancer like me. Very good for your colon, your system like that. So right, okay. Here we go. It's actually really nice. It looks pretty mean, but it's beautiful. So yeah, so there's juicing, and don't worry, I'm not going to start a career in TV chefing, because as you can see, I'm a bit rubbish.